So, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes you, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about the final part of the Coldest Winter Ever sequel, Life After Death Part, I don't know. We just know it's the finale, right? So, where we left off, you have young Winter, or not so young Winter, in the truth booth. The truth booth is a place that is set up like a closet / glass elevator, however you want to call it or do it, okay? And in the walls, it shows you movies. These movies were little glimpses of the things that Winter did throughout her life that she felt was okay. She felt like, okay, I'm not a criminal or I didn't do anything wrong because I actually didn't buy the drugs or do, to have anything to do with Bullet in regards to that day that she got locked up in the hood. She felt as though it wasn't my drugs, it wasn't my cocaine, it wasn't my guns, when in reality, girl, you knew that it was drugs. You knew that it was a cocaine, and you knew that it was whatever it was back there. You were a willing participant in that situation. So Bullet might have got away, but girl, you didn't. Right? And she accepted that to be okay. I was a willing participant. She also found out that the woman that she hit in the head with the sock full of nickels, that lady that she socked them in the head in the first book, The Coldest Winter Ever. Y'all might not remember this part, but anyway, she ran up on this woman, put a bag of some nickels in a sock and hit that lady in the head, and that lady ended up dying. Okay, so now Winter is knowing that she's a murderer. Okay, because Winter in her mind thinking, I don't know what the universe is so mad at me for. I don't know why I got to come down here. The last stop before the drop, all I did was just take her Gucci shoes and a couple of her gold things. So she don't even understand, accountability, right? So then she got sassy when she was inside of the truth booth, right? And the truth booth, basically opened up the floor, and she fell deep and hard into what she thought was going to be hell. Answer no. What the next scene was, she was on set, back getting ready to talk business about, not on set, but she was again talking business about her reality TV show. And this is where I'm like, hold on, Ninja, hold the hell on. You mean to tell me all this time Winter was in some kind of coma or, with a death spell or, something like that? That's what's going on. Winter is actually not dead. Sister Soulja, bitch, you couldn't have did this while she was alive, and then we read through all this with its 372 pages and find out this hussy is not dead, that she is still alive. Man, if she don't give me my money back. Anyway, while I am dressing myself, finally, I am thinking about my game face. It takes more effort for me to maintain it now. When I make my debut on the finale of my show, I need my game face to face Simone, Natalie, and all the other girls. For the first time since getting shot, flatlining and pronounced dead, revived and hooked up to life support. What is that? Comatose for weeks and then returning to real life. breathing on my own, seeing and being seen. They would never know that I know who each of them really is and what they had actually done to me. How could they know? Okay? So this is the thing, right? Like I said, Winter was in some kind of, coma or death space or whatever it is, right? And she is hovering. So it seems like Allah blessed her with the capability of seeing who the people really are that surrounds her. Allah blessed her with the truth. Okay? In the aftermath of the same circumstances, I might have done the same thing easily. Talking about how, although it was messed up that Simone and the girls basically plotted her death and then monetary gain behind that death, Winter is acknowledging the fact that she would have done the same thing that Simone would have done. That's how dirty she is. So she can't even be mad. And I'm telling y'all, in my life, I will never hold anything against anyone for something that I have done before in the past myself. People have to learn. If I know damn well that I done slept with another woman's ninja, when someone slept with my ninja, sleep with my ninja, and I'm not saying I'm not going to punch the bitch in the mouth. That's not what I'm saying. Or my wife, not my wife, but if somebody sleep with my wife, I'm not saying I'm not going to punch the bitch in the mouth, but I do, get it. People make mistakes. They're allowed to make their mistakes the same way that I'm allowed to have made my mistakes. Okay? But even though I am not mad, I still don't want to let on that I know what they did. I want to see how well they play it. I want to see how mean their game faces are now. I want to experience their reaction. Simone, after believing that she had successfully murdered me, had said, Winter does the least and gets the most. She must have been right. They got their little appearances, feed crumbs for being the for being the support cast on my show. While I laid in a coma, I collected more than $1 million after the original contracted sum of $800,000. Plus, there were bonuses and perks direct deposited into my account. Okay, so Winter's dead, but she still received way more than what she thought she was going to get out of the deal. Okay, and she didn't even have to do no work. She was just laying there in a coma. Okay, Winter, it's Porsche. It's showtime, she said softly. The whole show crew and staff knew that Porsche was the only one who could get me out of my room that I was in behind closed doors that I locked. I let her in. She immediately hugged me tightly as though she had not just seen me at home a few hours ago. Porsche is like that to an extreme. So that's telling me that Winter got herself together. She wasn't on that BS no more, and she decided to move in with Porsche and her husband, Elijah, who is actually the producer of the show. Okay? Porsche was the one who had maintained my hair throughout my death. Others don't call it my death. They call it a coma, but only I really know. It was my death, and I experienced my afterlife. It was a whole life after death that I went through. I don't tell nobody. Regular people would just write it off as a dream. That's bullshit. Corny to me. That's fake. It was not a dream. Doctors even said that during a coma, there is no brain activity, no dreaming, but fuck them. So Elijah got Porsche to agree to allow him to install cameras for the show in the room where I was laid out. Wait a minute, Clarence. So you mean to tell me this girl was in a coma, okay? And Porsche is right there making sure her sister look good. The cameras are on her and they are surrounding, and all the little bees are buzzing around her and still, checking out what's going on with the people who are associated with her, that's kind of crazy to me, because I don't want no cameras on me when I'm in a coma, okay? She agreed because it was Elijah asking. She had one condition, though. It was that she controlled the camera angle. She could only be filmed from behind, sitting in front of me, who was lying in the hospital bed. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if I want cameras around me. Now, this is the thing, y'all. Winter is at the facility, doing the reality show finale. You know how they do. They piss each other off in the finale all, season, and then they start scratching each other's eyes out at the finale. Okay? Winter, because she has been exposed to Allah in the afterworld, she's not really eager to get out in front of the camera and show off, name brands and, beauty and, just be vain like the old Winter, okay? It's good to see that the old Winter is learning her lesson, or has learned her lesson, but it's kind of a turnoff, because to me, really and truly, the work that Sister Soulja put into the Midnight series, she definitely could have put into the Winter series. She definitely can. But I don't care, y'all. If she does another book for Winter, we're not doing it. Or at least I'm not doing it. Being as though that I'm the face for our book club, we're not doing it because the bitch pissed me off. So anyway, like I was saying, right, she's getting prepared for the finale. Okay, now lights, camera, action. It's time for her to get on stage. Who meets her on stage but Ricky Santiago, her pappy? Now, that to me is the best part, because that basically was the whole premise of Winter even trying to do the show. Okay, she agreed with her brother-in-law Elijah to do the show if he could get Ricky Santiago out of jail. And we know Ricky Santiago wasn't going to come from jail. No way, no how. Because he did a whole bunch of things going on. But anyway, I collapsed onto the floor as Bill Withers sang, "We can make it if we try. Say, just the two of us." That was terrible. It was Santiago. He walked on stage opposite me. He glided in smoothly on the words of the song. Just seeing him free, just seeing him walking, just seeing him so cool and so handsome. My memory reminded me, it is a mercy that I am alive. It is a mercy that Pops is free. It is a mercy more than anything else, no matter how hard anyone fought to make this moment happen. Without the mercy, it could never have happened. I know it is mercy that I am receiving. No, it is a mercy that the world and the whole family Santiago is receiving. She said that while she was on stage, the only thing she could do is just praise Allah. Okay, the political shows didn't give a fuck about the Santiago fashion. They just wanted to know who let us out of prison. It was as though they wanted us to be locked up forever. Investigative reporters were already digging. They wanted to know the details of my father's release. No comment from Elijah and my team. By morning time the next day, I knew the deal. It was the governor of New York that set Santiago free by a pardon. Oh, okay. Elijah was tight that all this extra popularity on top of the already super popularity. Wait, y'all. Elijah was tight that all of this extra popularity on top of the already super popularity happened after the finale. The new season would not start for a few months. That meant other shows would be eating up the excitement that he created on Bow Down. Child, Bow Down must be the show name, okay? I gotta give it up, though. My brother-in-law is extra clever. He surprised everyone, his staff and crew. He went off script. The same one I had tossed in the trash. He made the finale with only me and my father. He restricted the cast that had carried the show for the whole season. My reunion with them was to be the show opener in the autumn season. Elijah knew how to keep his audience in film and television, as well as cable, hanging off of a cliff. Okay, now let's say this. She was interviewed by someone while she was on the show too. Okay, you know how they have Mona Scott Young, that devil bitch. Okay, you know how they have a commentator or instigator or navigator, sitting there at the reunion, basically, starting drama, right? And she was interviewed, and she was very, very humble during this interview, right? And after the interview happened, she began to realize some things, okay? Then I saw her press a button and terminate his call. A new caller popped up. Oh, wait, y'all, my bad. Okay, so everybody is excited about Winter coming home. So now the commentator, instigator, navigator, the bitch is now receiving phone calls, right? One of the phone calls that she received was from the Ninja Bullet. Hello, Winter, is this you? Yeah, this is me. Now what? It was friggin' Bullet asking her just flat out, hey, this Bullet, let's get married. Winter was like, is this ninja nuts? Is he crazy? Then I saw her press a button and terminate his call. A new caller popped on, but I wasn't listening no more. That ninja Bullet got me vexed. What the F is he talking about? Marry me? He left me sitting in the rented car. The car he had me rent in my name to run his drug and gun hustle. That wasn't the problem, though. He let me take the fall for him. He never came for me. He never got a lawyer for me. He never put money on my books. He never visited. He never wrote. Point blank, he never loved me. And I served 15 mandatory years without betraying his fucking ass. So that's another thing. It's like another wake-up call. Women, why do we jump through hoops for men that we know, or lovers, in my case, because, I'm married to a woman that we know would not reciprocate. Ladies, my bellas, my naysayers, my subbies, my love bugs, let's make a pact with each other that we will never love someone so much, go outside of what we feel is our morality for someone who we know will not reciprocate in the same way. It's a shame that, and speaking of that, because I just brought up the huzzy Mona Scott Young, but it's crazy to me that Yandy stood by the dude Mendices, who was old dirty dick from the very beginning, from day one when he went to jail. And then Mendici said, I don't know if I could do that for Yandy. I don't know if she could go to jail and I would have her back like that. You know why? Because these ninjas ain't strong enough to do it. Okay? So the fact that there wasn't even an attempt, listen, I would appreciate the fact that if the ninja would be like, I would try. But the fact that Bullet just walked away from her and was like, damn, bruh, I'm sorry, you took the whole thing. That speaks volumes to me. You know what I'm saying? It really does, because I have had some people in my life that I have certainly done things for that I know that they wouldn't do the same for me. Okay? Now, at the end, how the book closes out, what she does is she goes into her room, close her door, wash her body, because before you pray to Allah, you got to wash your body. If you pee or if you doo-doo, you got to wash your whole body. Okay, something like that, right? and then you get down on your knees and you do the thing that you do. I don't know, forgive me, but you pray, right? And that's where the book ended. She was behind closed doors. She just washed up, and she was praying to Allah. So now she's a better person. Now she is full. That's the best way for me to describe her. But it better not be a winter number 2. Because if it's going to be anything like, not number 2, number 3. If it's going to be anything like this bullshit that we went through for this, she can stick it up her butt. Okay, Sister Soulja, you can keep your little video and stick it up your butt, or your movie or whatever, and stick it up your butt, because I don't want to be bothered with your bullshit anymore. Okay, now if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share the Facebook, and subscribe, because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up is the same people that you meet on the way down. They say it's my patron loves you. Have a good one. Peace.